Introducing first, from the Twin Cities, at a weight of 360 pounds, Nord the Barbarian. His opponent, from Albuquerque, New Mexico, at a weight of 385 pounds, King Kong Bruiser Brody. One fall with a 60-minute time limit.
Hold on to your hats for this one, wrestling fans. This is going to be wild. King Kong Bruiser Brody against Nord the Barbarian, a main event anywhere in the world. We've got it for you right here on television from the International Amphitheater in Chicago. Nord the Barbarian and King Kong Bruiser Brody, former tag team partners under the guidance of Sheik Adnan Held KC. They went to Texas. I'll tell you what, neither one of these guys has an elevator that goes all the way to the top. And to keep a tag team together with the kind of personalities we're talking about here was impossible. These are two of the roughest wrestlers, the most dangerous wrestlers in the world, King Kong Bruiser Brody and Nord the Barbarian. And right now, Brody has an armbar on the Barbarian. I think that this will be one of the few wrestling holds that you'll see throughout this match. These are two animals in that ring. King Kong Bruiser Brody sticking out his tongue to the crowd. Nord the Barbarian. You will hear them both barking at times. I'm sure they'll bite, scratch, gouge, do whatever it takes. And victory is not necessarily the main object in a match between Nord the Barbarian and Bruiser Brody. They're out to hurt each other. They have taken this battle throughout the South, the state of Texas, across the ocean to Japan and Europe. And right now it's in Chicago, the hotbed of professional wrestling, at the International Amphitheater. Brought to you from WCW Windy City Wrestling. Scott Thomas at ringside, and I'll tell you what, anything could happen. And probably will. Nord the Barbarian now with a headlock on Brody. Brody with a bear hug on the Barbarian. Who's got who? Right in the corner above us. Referee calls for the break. Oh, and a vicious chop. You can hear it in the rafters. And Nord chopping back at Brody. Into the turnbuckle. Big boot to the head. Nord came charging in. And Bruiser Brody lifted that size 14 right upside the head of Nord. Now both men on the ground. I told you, they're animals. Neither one of them cares what happens to the other, and they both have an extremely high threshold for pain. This is one of those matches that could be in the ring, out of the ring, in the dressing room, in the back alley. It can go anywhere. It may go anywhere. It has gone all over. Test of strength. Greco-Roman knuckle lock. Nord the Barbarian seems to have the upper hand right here as Brody down on both knees. Nord trying to turn him over. Hard to tell who the fans are behind on this one. Everybody is hushed with anticipation. You can feel the electricity in the air from this capacity crowd at the International Amphitheater. Nord has Brody on his back. The scars of the ring are evident from head to toe on both these men. A 2 count on Brody as the Barbarian using his strength. Look at the upper body on this guy. Bruiser Brody probably put as many men out of this business as anybody. You think about dangerous wrestlers, and Dick the Bruiser comes to mind, Abdullah the Butcher. And you've got to rank Bruiser Brody as one of the most dangerous, unpredictable wrestlers of all time. As is Nord the Barbarian. Nord with an armbar, putting pressure on the shoulder. Bruiser Brody barking. I wouldn't be surprised to see Nord bark right back at him. Both with fur-lined boots. Probably went out and killed him barehanded to get the animal fur. A shoulder block. Both men look at each other. Big hip toss. Nobody home. Bruiser Brody now with the advantage and kicks Barbarian in the side of the head. Nord back in the corner. Brody throws him out of the ring. And down goes Nord the Barbarian. Watch out now. When it gets out of the ring, it gets crazy between these two guys. Brody going out after him. And the officials clear the table as Nord the Barbarian is rammed down into the table. Brody going out after him, and Nord's trying to get the table on Brody. Both men fighting with the table between them. The referee doing what he can, but to no avail. Whoever gets control of that table is going to be dangerous. It's Nord, but he drops it. He's going to take Brody and ram him into the steel ring post. Oh my. Brody went head first into the steel ring post, and he is cut. Bruiser Brody is lacerated, bleeding profusely from above the right eye. He's now just realized it, and he sees his own blood, and a glazed look goes in his eye. Now is when Bruiser Brody may be at his most dangerous, just when you think you've got him. But when he sees his own blood, he goes nuts, and Nord is biting him right at the cut. And that's going to open it up even more. If you are faint of heart, it is time to turn away. And this is normally how a match with Bruiser Brody and Nord the Barbarian goes. There is eye gouging, hair pulling, blood from the forehead, and Nord the Barbarian, seizing the chance to get the upper hand, clubs away at Bruiser Brody. But Bruiser Brody, as I say, he's got that look in his eye. Right above us. Man, oh man, don't go away. More wrestling action coming up on WCW, Windy City Wrestling. Don't go away. Nord the Barbarian again clubbing away at the cut on the forehead of King Kong Bruiser Brody, biting again. Brody hanging onto the rope, the referee trying to gain some control. Nord the Barbarian continues his attack on King Kong Bruiser Brody. The Barbarian stomps the head. Brody just looks back up at him. A great match on WCW. Two dangerous men, two wild men. Neither one of them with any regard for the other. Nord the Barbarian eating the blood of King Kong Brody, who somehow has the energy to come back and kick to the midsection. But Nord the Barbarian again rakes on that cut and clubs Brody to the head. And a headbutt. Bruiser Brody staggering around the ring, and down goes the big man and out to the side of the ring. Nord the Barbarian going after him. Bruiser Brody going into the post again, staggering around, takes down a corner post. Nord the Barbarian with a barbaric yell, and there you see King Kong Bruiser Brody being stomped by Nord the Barbarian. Nord the Barbarian and Bruiser Brody outside on the floor of the amphitheater. The referee count got to 5. Both men climbing back into the ring. And Nord the Barbarian clubbing Brody. And now Brody coming back, pounding the Barbarian. Where's he getting the energy? He's lost a ton of blood, but still coming back. The Barbarian hammering away. It's a slugfest now. Big boot to the side of the head. Kicking, punching. Remember about 10 minutes ago when I said that armbar might be the only wrestling hold you see? That has come true in spades. King Kong Bruiser Brody. The crowd starting to chant Brody as the Barbarian. Barbarian reverses it right above us, and a drop kick. And down goes the referee. And Bruiser Brody right on top of us. The recipient of a drop kick by Nord the Barbarian. 6'6" Nord the Barbarian. Drop kicking Bruiser Brody. Bruiser Brody with a big boot, and out goes Nord the Barbarian. And chasing him out, Bruiser Brody goes after him. Nord the Barbarian and Bruiser Brody going at each other outside of the ring. The referee counting, and the table comes back into play. And now Brody with a chair clubbing the back of Nord the Barbarian. The referee admonishing him, and down goes Nord. The Barbarian is down. Bruiser Brody is crimson with blood. And now Brody trying to get the Barbarian back in, and once again the referee falls between them. He has lost control. He's calling for the bell. That's going to be it. He's lost control of this match. And Bruiser Brody continues to club Nord the Barbarian as these two go at it. The match is over, but the action is not. Oh, a big boot from Bruiser Brody. And the Barbarian is down. The bell is ringing. The referee is calling for a stop of the action, but nothing can control these two giants of the ring. And out goes the Barbarian. And out goes Brody after him. Both men getting tangled up in the... Oh, he's got the camera. He's got the camera cord wrapped around the neck of Nord the Barbarian. He's choking him with the camera cord. They're fighting in the crowd. Exchanging rights. They're going to take this fight all the way back to the dressing room. Nord can't get out of the... Nord swinging at everything.
Double DQ.
Chairs flying in the ring. I'm getting out of here. Oh, my. Bruiser Brody.
Your referee...
No sign of Nord the Barbarian.
Franklin has called this a double disqualification.
The referee, losing control of the match, is calling it a double disqualification. No surprise there. More than one match between these two guys has ended in a double DQ. And Bruiser Brody split wide open in the forehead now. Stomping around the ring, smashing chairs into the turnbuckle. And Nord the Barbarian has headed for the dressing room. Look at the kisser on Bruiser Brody. Bruiser Brody wants some more. Barking to the crowd.
The referee, Percy Franklin, has declared this match a double disqualification.
Ring announcer Bill Robinette has informed the crowd that this is a double disqualification. Everybody on their feet here in the amphitheater. Like I said, action, bell to bell, a main event anywhere in the world. And you saw it right here on WCW, Windy City Wrestling. Bruiser Brody still calling for Nord the Barbarian. And here comes Nord, fighting his way back through the crowd. Is this thing over? These two guys can't get enough of each other. This is a feud that is never settled. Now it looks like Nord may be heading back, and this could be it. I'll tell you what, fans, let's take a break, and we'll have more Windy City Wrestling right after this.